Hi, this is Dean Aiken with the BestSAHomes real estate team, and today we're going to talk about home inspections and what you need to know in that. This is Hector Toledo. Hector's with BPG Home Inspections. And Hector, tell us a little bit about when you inspect a home, what do you look for? What are the things that you check in a home?
That's a very important question, Dean, because the home inspection is basically a visual inspection on the five major components, which are the foundation, the roof, the HVAC equipment and appliances, electric and plumbing. It's a visual inspection, so it's important to understand that we cannot see a lot of things, but we can do some tests so we can provide an opinion of how those systems are performing.
So when you're inspecting, this is kind of an overview of the home. And it's, if someone has a concern on something, maybe wanting to know more about the air conditioning or the foundation, they can bring in other inspectors to do a deep dive into those subjects.
That is correct. So when we're doing the inspection, when we put together a report, we make recommendations if there are some other evaluations on any of those systems that need to be further evaluated. For example, if an let's say AC unit, if the AC unit is not performing as it should, if it is not cooling as it should, then we recommend to get the system further evaluated by HVAC licensed contractor.
Now, one of the things I tell buyers often is the inspector's going to find 30 things wrong because they always find 30 things wrong, because a home has 10,000 components, and it's your job to bring everything to attention, whether it's major or minor. Is that kind of true?
Yeah. The only thing that I disagree is most of the time it's more than 30. We need to follow a standard of practice that is ruled by the Texas Real Estate Commission, all right? And on those standards of practice, which is basically the same SOP that you see nationwide, there are a lot of things that we need to bring on the report that might be not the most important items, but they are kind of a good information for the buyer. And some of them are safety, some of them are things that need to be repaired or replaced. Some of them are a strong recommendation for updates.
And would you say, how many times do you get a home that you see the report that you think there are bad enough problems that the buyer shouldn't buy the home? Because I often have buyers who are concerned when they get a report back and they look at 30 pages of problems and they go, oh my gosh, this is terrible. You know, this home's falling apart. How often would you say it really is falling apart?
You know, it depends, because some buyers, when you talk about 2 or 3 things, they are thinking the house is falling apart. There are some buyers that are more experienced, and 20 items will not scare them at all. What I always say is there are no perfect homes. The houses are, all houses have a lot of deficiencies. So what I always mention them is just, I will buy the house if the numbers work. The price of the house plus the repairs I need to do on the house, if that number is within the comparables that your agent is working, you know, it's telling you, then it's good to go. Everything is fixable.
And that's a good point. Everything is fixable in a home. You know, and when a buyer buys a home, it is bought as is. So the seller is not obligated to fix anything. That doesn't mean we're not going to go try and ask them to do some repairs. And with everything, it's a negotiation. You're dealing with 2 different parties. So one of the things that we've done with a contract is we've negotiated an option period, and we paid for that option period so that you have an opportunity to bring in an inspector and have them check out the home to make sure it is the best buy for you. And that's our goal here at BestSAHomes. Thanks, Hector. We appreciate it. And buy with the best, sell with the best. BestSAHomes.